You know, it feels like every single day there's a new AI video generator popping up, but which ones are actually any good and which are just, well, a total waste of money? Today we're going to put them all to the test and find out for sure.
This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Whether you're a creator or just kind of fascinated by AI, you need to know which tool is truly worth your time and, of course, your money. The whole space is just so crowded right now. I mean, you've got dozens of models, they're all making these huge promises. It's so easy to get overwhelmed, maybe try a few, get let down, and feel like you've just thrown cash down the drain. Well, that's the exact problem we're solving today. So our mission was pretty simple. Put 16 of the most popular AI video generators out there to the test in a direct head-to-head challenge. We wanted to find a clear winner. No marketing fluff, no hype, just the pure results. Now here's the really cool part, how we made sure it was a totally fair fight. We used this one single, pretty complex prompt for every single model. It's specifically designed to test everything: realism, textures, lighting, motion. It gave us the perfect, consistent baseline to compare them all. Our method was really rigorous. One prompt fed to all 16 models. Then, we graded each one and assigned it a tier rank, from the absolute best, the S tier, all the way down to the basically unusable F tier. It's a simple, super transparent way to get to the truth. All right, let's get to the good stuff, the results. We're going to start by looking at some of the biggest families of models out there, kicking things off with one of the most popular lineups you've probably heard of. So the Kling family had some pretty dramatic results. Kling 2.5 is just absolutely stunning. The realism is spot on, character rendering is great, and get this, it's one of the cheapest options. That's an easy S tier. Its older brother 2.1 is still pretty good, but it's 4 times the price, so that knocks it down to a B tier. And the oldest one, 1.6, oof, the results were just unusable. A definite F tier. Okay, moving on to some heavy-hitting standalone models. Cans Pro was a really pleasant surprise. The textures were fantastic, the lighting was great, and it rendered super fast. That earns it a solid A tier. But then there's Sora 2 from OpenAI. The results are just on another planet. The realism is incredible, the motion is flawless, and it even has built-in sound that adds so much. Yeah, it's expensive, but it absolutely earns that S tier. The Wan family was a total roller coaster. The newest version, 2.5, is awesome. Clean, smooth, has integrated audio, and lands right in A tier. The much older 2.1 was actually surprisingly good for its age, a respectable B tier. But here's the weird part. The one in the middle, 2.2, was a massive step backward. The motion was laggy, the realism was worse than the older version. It's a hard F tier. How does that even happen? Next up, let's look at Google's Veo models, which actually show this perfect story of evolution. V2 was okay, the movement was solid, but it looked a bit too AI, you know? So, C tier. V3 was a huge improvement. Sharp, cinematic, a really solid A tier. But the latest version, V3.1, is a true masterpiece. The sound design, the insane level of detail, the realism, it's an undeniable S tier. Moving on to the Hailuo models, and it's another mixed bag. Hailuo Standard just came out looking flat with really poor lighting, straight to F tier, no question. Minak's Hailuo 2 was way better and definitely usable, but there were some weird flaws in the sky and the water motion that put it in B tier. The star of this family, though, is the new Hailuo 2.3. It looks the best by far, and for what it costs, it's an excellent value, earning it a spot in the A tier. All right, now for a model that's been getting a lot of buzz. Pix Versus 5. It isn't part of a bigger family, but it has this reputation for balancing price and quality really well. So, the big question is, how did it do? Honestly, it was genuinely impressive. The movement is smooth, the lighting feels supernatural, and the overall quality is fantastic. While it's maybe not quite on the same God-tier level as the S-tier Titans, it delivers incredible results for its price point. It's a very, very strong A-tier contender. Our final 2 models really bring up that classic trade-off, speed versus quality. VidQ1 is built to be fast, and I mean fast. It generated our clip in just 30 seconds. And the result was surprisingly good for that speed, landing it in B tier. Huan, on the other hand, was one of the slowest models we tested. The quality was decent for sure, but that incredibly long wait time just had to push it down to C tier. So, after putting all 16 models through the ringer, what does the final battlefield look like? Let's put it all together and see the one definitive ranking. And here it is, the final tier list. Up in S tier, we have our three undisputed champions, Sora 2, Kling 2.5, and Veo 3.1. Right below that, the A tier is packed with excellent high-value options, like Pixverse 5 and Hailuo 2.3. As you can see, when we move down to B and C tiers, the models are usable, but they all come with trade-offs, like speed or quality. And then there's the F tier, which, well, contains the models you should definitely avoid.
Okay, that's a lot to take in, I know. So let's just boil it all down to the most important takeaway. What does all this actually mean for you?
So here's the bottom line, plain and simple. If you want the absolute best quality, the best realism, no compromises, you focus on our S-tier champions, Sora 2, Kling 2.5, and Veo 3.1. And on the flip side, please be sure to steer clear of the F-tier models like Kling 1.6 and Wan 2.2. They just do not hold up.
This ranking gives us a really clear snapshot of the world of AI video right now. But this field is moving at an absolutely incredible pace. It really makes you wonder, right? Who's going to be on top of this list a year from now, and what kind of crazy new things will they be able to do?